The antidote to overthinking isn't clearer thoughts, it's deeper self-trust. Big Trust by Shadé Zahrai. Audiobook summary and review by StoryShots. Most people treat self-doubt like an enemy to defeat. They wait for confidence to arrive before taking action, believing the feeling must come first. That is the thesis of Big Trust. Rewire self-doubt, find your confidence, and fuel success, by Dr. Shadé Zahrai. After a decade working with Fortune 500 companies and educating millions of professionals worldwide, Zahrai reveals something counterintuitive. The most resilient people aren't free from doubt. They've learned to move through it. Self-doubt doesn't disappear with experience. What separates those who act from those who hesitate is self-trust. And self-trust is built through a specific, trainable system. Your brain invents reality based on how you see yourself. You don't respond to the world as it is, you respond to the world your brain expects to see based on how you see yourself. When you believe you're not enough, your brain filters every experience through that lens. A neutral comment becomes criticism. A challenge becomes proof of inadequacy. The problem isn't what's happening around you. The problem is the story your brain tells about what it means. Your self-image is shaped by 4 measurable psychological traits that researchers call core self-evaluations. Acceptance asks, "Am I enough as I am?" Agency asks, "Can I make things happen?" Autonomy asks, "Do my choices matter?" Adaptability asks, "Can I stay steady when life doesn't go to plan?" These aren't fixed, they're habits. You will never rise above your opinion of yourself. The doubt profile is a self-diagnostic that reveals which of the 4 attributes needs the most attention. Once you know your pattern, you stop fighting yourself and start building real change. Confidence is the result, not the cause. Most people wait to feel confident before taking a step forward. Confidence grows after action, not before it. When you take small steps despite uncertainty, your brain gathers proof that you can handle the situation. Each action becomes evidence that strengthens your self-trust. What you need before action is backing yourself when it counts. Not knowing what the outcome will be, but believing you have the capability to influence it. Thinking without action creates fear. Action creates trust. Agency means recognizing that your decisions shape your life. You regain agency by making deliberate choices, even small ones, and tracking the results. Action builds agency. Authority builds trust. Trust builds confidence. That is the sequence. Perfectionism often masks fear of judgment. When you demand flawless results, you delay action and increase stress. Overthinking isn't a thinking problem, it's a self-trust problem. The worry window technique trains your brain to contain worries instead of letting them hijack your mind all day. Every time a worry or distracting thought pops into your head, write it down. Then say, "I'll worry about you later." Schedule a specific 15-minute block each day to review your worry list. During that time, you can think through each concern deliberately. Then, close the window. Periodically review your worry list. Look for patterns. Notice how many worries never became problems. Overthinking happens when you trust the voice of doubt more than your own judgment. Self-doubt rarely appears randomly. Each person has a unique doubt profile shaped by personality and past experiences. Once you recognize the pattern, you can interrupt it. Awareness allows you to respond intentionally rather than react automatically. Overthinking is fear pretending to be preparation. If this changed how you think about self-doubt, someone in your life probably needs to hear it too. Final summary. This summary of big trust threads together self-image as a filter, confidence as an outcome of action, and overthinking as a trust deficit into a single argument. You don't overcome self-doubt by silencing it. You take away its power by noticing it, understanding it, and changing your relationship to it. But Zahrai goes much further. The book unpacks how comparison fuels insecurity, why autonomy requires aligning your actions with your values instead of external approval, and how adaptability turns emotions into signals rather than obstacles. It also reveals the specific tools inside each of the 4 A's, including how to shift from a fraud mindset to a learner mindset when imposter thoughts appear, and why leadership begins with self-leadership. This is for anyone who's ever held themselves back because they trusted doubt more than their own potential. We're putting together the full summary of Big Trust right now, with a visual infographic and animated video. Follow the book in the StoryShots app to get it the moment it's ready.